How would a Georgia Supreme Court justice handle a redistricting case if it came before the court? It is a question that's got a lot of people paying attention to it in the wake of the United States Supreme Court's recent ruling in Callais that opened the door to potential redistricting in states all across the country, including right here in Georgia. Justice Charlie Bethel is a current justice on the Georgia Supreme Court. He is running for re-election to another 6-year term. As part of an extended interview earlier today, we asked him about what he would do if a redistricting case like that, in that posture, came before the court in the future. How would you approach handling that case?
Same way I approach every case that comes in to our court, which is trying to find the applicable Georgia law. I think as a practical matter, that's one of those that will require some historical work and some historical labor, because most redistricting litigation in the southern states in particular has happened in the federal system for decades. So we have to look and say, what is the basis? If there's a state constitutional claim, then we have to look, what does that require? And we would look back at the history of, so what have we said in the past about this provision, and then apply it. When I told you I had clerked for a federal judge when I was a law clerk after law school, I actually was his clerk when a redistricting case came in, and so I got a little exposure there. And when I was in the legislature, I was there for a redistricting cycle, so I do have some familiarity, but I wouldn't rely on that. I'd have to go back to the starting, back to basic foundational principles and build up in sort of my knowledge base if such a case came.
Do you think the majority of the Supreme Court got Callais right?
The truth of the matter is I've been campaigning, Zach, and so I have not read them. I've only read summaries, so I can't express an opinion about whether I would. If I haven't read the opinion, I'm not going to, ever pass an opinion on whether I think that it's right. And at the end of the day, because of my oath, that I keep mentioning it, but it's sort of how our duties originate and operate. It wouldn't matter whether I thought they were right or not, because I am bound to follow their interpretation of the federal law and the federal Constitution. So whatever they say it is, that's what it is in terms of me doing my job. Now, I can have my own opinions about lots of things at a personal level, but in terms of doing my job, I am bound by their decision, and I don't get the luxury of saying, well, I think you should have done it differently. I have to follow what they say.